It is Friday morning. It is a certain day in March. I can't remember really what today's date is. It's the 7th of March, and it is our birthday anniversary opening weekend of Over Here. So we just thought it would be fun to give you a little Facebook Live. We're just having a really quick birthday this year. It's just 2 days. It's Friday and Saturday, today and tomorrow. And we're just celebrating. This was our opening weekend when we opened up this location. Because we opened the weekend before National Quilting Day, which is next Saturday, which is also the launch of the Border Run Shop Hop. I tagged that Facebook page in the little caption, you know, the thing that has the words in it, so you can follow that. But the Border Run Shop Hop is a really fun event, and this is technically the 8th Border Run because we did it right after our first birthday. So, which is really cool, but we started planning that event with Field of Fabric, a fun quilt shop over in Winfield, Kansas. And over time it's evolved, but now it includes Beehive Quilt Shop, us here in Wellington, Kansas, Field of Fabric in Winfield, and then it includes Burden's Quilt Shop, which I love their name. It's called Tart Fabrics, but it's Textile Art Retail Therapy, which I just think is like one of the best names ever. And then we are adding a 4th new shop this year, which is Ponca City's Quilt Shop, completely quilted. And they are really fun to work with. They're also a mother-daughter shop. And so there's 4 shops to go visit. You have 10 days to go see them all. And it's just great fun. We have lots of good prizes planned. And our quilt is hanging up in the front window. I'll try to post that again later today. But anyway, for our birthday, we'll get... I did help make the flyer, but I also have already forgotten what some of it says. But I do know we have short bolts on special again this weekend. And Mom's printing it right now. But Katie pulled some brand new short bolts, and so these are always fun because they go really fast. If you buy the End of Bolt online, you just have to put it in the notes or the comments that you want the End of Bolt Green Bolt coupon. And we'll tell you, but green dots they're what percentage off? They're 30% off End of Bolt green dot bolts. But they're right here. So this one is a super cute fabric line. I love it. It's called Colors of Kindness, which I personally believe we all need to be more kind no matter what is happening in the world. But kindness is the most important thing, and one cannot be too kind. So this is just a super cute line. It was also... I think this was co-done with Crayola, or it was very inspired with Crayola-esque, but it's a Riley Blake line. I think we even have a second bolt of this, but this bolt itself is going on. So you could clear this bolt and get 30% off. There's probably 2.5 yards here, which is perfect to make like the center panel of a lap quilt, but it's just beautiful. So this is going green dot today. We also have this beautiful metallic stripe, but there's just not enough of it for us to do another get out of it, so someone gets to have it on sale. Can you tell I get emotionally attached to fabric? This is Tulip Pink, and it's also going to be on green dot today, and someone's going to be really happy getting these black polka dots, or white polka dots on black. This is a great stripe. It is from Cup of Cheer, also going on short bolts. One of my favorites, Brandon Mabley's Jumble. It's in my sunflower collage. It's going on green dot. I have a brand new bolt of it upstairs, but this one is going to be on sale. This is dinosaur fabric from Tulip Pink, Roar, and there's probably like less than probably like a yard and a half. 30% off dinosaurs. I'm telling them I'm how emotionally attached I get to fabric.
Oh, I know. And
so
someone
hard.
yesterday got some of the Tiny Beast Tulip Pink. I said, just so you know, we don't mind selling.
Purple L'Oreal.
Yes. But anyway, great fabrics.
Even these wide backs are going to be the 30% off the End of Bolt. So that is just very exciting as part of our birthday, but that is just one of our things. This is what we do instead of remnants. And so, you know, you got to celebrate what you're good at on your birthday. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not the time to do something that you're not good at. This is the time to excel at what you're good at, and we are good at selling short bolts. So those are just some of the few ones that we have on sale. Again, you can put that in the comments if you do an online order, but it's way more fun to come here in person and clear a bolt in person because there's just a certain level of satisfaction doing that.
Tell them they can clear any bolt for 20%.
Oh, you can clear any bolt on the store for 20% off. So if you're here in Dr. Seuss and oh my gosh, Oh, the Places You'll Go, you like this book, maybe your 8th grade teacher read it to you like mine did, and you have been emotionally connected to the book ever since, and this needs to be on the back of a quilt. Perfect timing. This one probably only has 4 yards, which is kind of a perfect recipe for the backing of most Villa Rosa patterns. you could get this at 20% off, and it's Dr. Seuss, and it's hot air balloons, and I love it. So anyway, you can scout around the entire store, because Katie and I, Desiree, Mom, we all have a lot of joy finding short bolts, because like you're hunting for little, you know, it's just fun.
You know it's going to bring someone joy.
Yeah,
And
yes, and that's why
fabric.
that's why this doesn't just come home with me when they're short, because I know that this will create joy for other people if that's someone else who clears the bolt. Every once in a while, though, I do let myself take home a short bolt.
And then hot off the press, I do have our specials.
Yes.
So if you want those for reference.
I do, yes, because
There you
Desiree
go.
was so sweet and handed me her phone. Let's see here. So we
just
have,
love this.
oh, Mom, tell them about the chocolates. We like
Oh.
chocolate.
Yeah, so we've got Russell Stover chocolates for all of you that are chocolate fans. And when you check out, we'll have a chocolate up front for the first, what did I put, 70 people?
70 people since it's our 7th birthday.
Yeah, so I just
10
thought it'd be
times
fun
the
to
level
add,
of joy.
yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
one
well-
of you, maybe someone else is turning 70 today. Who knows?
Oh,
Someone
that
could be
be.
turning 70 today.
Anyway, so lots of fun.
So anyway, that's for our first 70 people that are going to get a chocolate. And that is in person, because we don't trust ourselves shipping chocolate with fabric. So this is for our first in-person 70 people. Charm packs are buy one, get one 40% off. And this is even our brand new charm pack. So Katie brought up an raspberry summer and gradient auroras, I think. But these are two pretty new collections. Raspberry Summer is like brand spanking new, and it's just summer in a fabric swatch. So anyway, charm packs, buy one, get one 40% off. You can't get better than that. This also will work with our coupon code Cupcake online, which is for 20% off. So that will go there, but we just encourage you to buy 2 at a time. Let's see here. Aurifil and Glide threads are 20% off as well. And how did you guys just pick my favorites? Maybe we all have the same favorites, but pink and purple Aurifil, like nothing is happier than that. I'm holding up the pink one is 40/20, and
fuchsia.
it's beautiful. Fuchsia. It just, if you are having a rough day, I really encourage you to just sew with colorful thread. It makes things much better. Or if you're having a good day, sew with colorful thread. It makes things better. 25/20 is this purple color, and it's just, I don't know, it's just lovely. I absolutely love it. And then Glide thread, if you're not familiar, some of you may already know Glide and you love it, but it's made at their dye houses here in the USA, which is wonderful. But they make awesome polyester thread, and I love their collection of variegated threads. They're 40 weight, so they're great for quilting, but they're essential and fabulous in machine embroidery. So this one I think is called Baby Shower. This is also one I love to quilt Laura Heine projects with, because it has just enough color, but certain parts of it actually look gray, but it's really a light blue. But it gives just a pop of color to something, which is something we all aspire to do. I am wearing a colorful shirt here. I do have some purple on today. I just can't take the black off. You know, it's just too much New York City. I have to keep it on. Let's see, here we go. So we have the thread specials. All end of bolts are 20% off. Again, this is just today and tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, the 7th and 8th. And then we have, all wide backs in the store are 20% off, which wide backs are I've got them right here. They're one of the things that are our absolute favorite. I know there's a lot of you out there that love to piece your backs. I support you. I do. However, even when I make crumb quilts, I put brand new wide back on the back, because I just love wide back. I love that it's in one piece. I love that it's flat. I love that I don't have to worry about accidentally making certain parts of it too big, because I did listen to a Longarmer one time give a whole explanation about if you piece the quilt backings incorrectly, they kind of parachute, and that can lead to creases and crinkles in your backs of your fabric, which is obviously fine. You know, the quilt police do not come out and get you if they look at the back of your quilt and see a crease. The competition quilters will, but the moral of the story is I just prefer wide backs personally on quilts myself, and most wide backs are 108 inches wide. So this one is brand new, and it's already skinny. Like, this came in right before I left, I thought. But this is what's called Gradients Euphoria. So obviously, if anything is named Euphoria, it's just destined for greatness, but that would be so great on so many different types of things. This is wonderful. So you can get 20% off of those. This one, I'm pretty sure, is one of our 118s. It is not. It is not. This is a 108, but we do have a whole collection of wide backs that are 118 inches wide. But this one is beautiful. It's purple. This is technically it's a directional wide back, so I would definitely just buy 3 yards of this just because. But it's purple and it doesn't matter and it's beautiful. But it's called Mosaic, and I do know we have that print. And if you love that texture in several colors, and then this, if you watched us yesterday, this is some of the brand new K-Facet wide back collections. This is the sateen. It's from the February 2025 collection. And it's grande floral. It's purple. It's silky. It's fabulous. If you're wanting a quick, really fun, satisfying cave quilt, there's a pattern called Blue Bricks. It's a free download from Free Spirit Fabrics. I should check and make sure if we have it as a free download on our website. But I just love this piece. And I am thinking about making curtains significantly. So I'm going to keep talking about it till I make that happen. Mom has a new collection because what would a birthday be without celebrating a new collection of fabric? And
Sure.
here you go.
Well, and I love to garden. Anna Rose does too. One of her first jobs in high school was working at a nursery. And she loved that.
Plant nursery.
Yes.
Yep.
So she got to work with lots of really great people and plants.
But really, one of my first jobs was working for my mom, and we had a farmer's market booth, and we were little, but we were really good at selling tomatoes, and we made homemade Play-Doh kits with Kool-Aid, flour, salt, and that was actually my first retail experience, was merchandising Kool-Aid Play-Doh packs. And look at us now. Now we have a quilt shop.
Yeah, and she started out with seeds and planted them and watched them grow, transplanted them.
I'm
and
also
then brought
very
them to
good at
farmers.
making mud pies.
Yeah.
Very
anyway,
good at it.
It was great entertainment for kids. So anyway, if you're ever looking for fun
Water and
activities
mud.
with kids, they love gardening and watching things grow. But anyway, so cool thing, Kathy Holden has some just amazing new fabric. It's garden themed. This one is all kinds of fun vegetables. This would be great in so many
beautiful.
things.
And I think we either
love
have
this one.
puzzles that look like vintage seed packets.
Oh, we do.
Or we need to reorder them because I know they were from Graphics.
But this, I think, would make so many fun little bags, too.
Yes.
Look
In
how
fact,
cute this
the
is.
patchwork duffel. I know we just got a bunch more of those patterns in.
And if anyone wanted to chenille, you could chenille it. But these would be so fun. And they're already put together. Oh,
Yeah.
fabric buttons. These would also
Oh,
be
covered buttons. What do
Yes.
you think, Katie? Covered buttons right here. Boom. Covered buttons.
Yeah, they're
Like
just like perfect.
Or
Garden
Katie's
apron.
covered button earrings. We haven't gotten to sell those yet, but they're on our future
And here's
list.
lettuce. Look how beautiful this green is.
Now I have a question: is this lettuce or cabbage?
I think it's lettuce.
I
Also
think
looks like
it speaks to me
Brussels
as
sprouts.
cabbage. Brussels sprouts.
What's
you
it
think
say
it
on
is?
the label?
I think it's a what are they called? You can always help us out in the
Could be
comments.
there are lettuce balls. I mean, it's
There
not like
are-
iceberg
You're
lettuce.
right. Heads of lettuce.
Yes, I
Feel
mean,
free to chime in which
Sure.
variety of lettuce, cabbage, or if you think this is a Brussels sprout. I do love Brussels
Some
sprouts.
do look like Brussels sprouts, and some look like.
I think
Maybe
it's a good
it's
mix.
multiple.
maybe it's
Yes.
just green.
Maybe we're all
Yes.
correct.
Or
Oh,
maybe
I love that. Could
All
even
right.
have a bit of kale in there.
So this is really fun.
I
This
wonder what vitamins are most prolific in this section of fabric.
vitamin K.
Ooh, vitamin K.
Vitamin K is in your greens.
Oh, good.
and
See,
it is
we all
just
need our
excellent
greens.
for people. So
And
if you're not
iron.
eating enough,
And
make
iron.
make
Oh.
something with it, and it'll help you think about eating more.
But Mom, this would also be really good for making grocery bags.
Oh, sure. When you go to the grocery-
that would be
And
fun.
this also would. This is canvas.
Ooh, this is canvas.
Yeah. So
Oh, this is
you're
destined
going to
for
need
that.
to kind of hold
Am
it
I
up
gonna help you?
just so people can see what it is. But I love the colors in it.
Mom and I went to the gym this morning because we work out on Fridays, and I accidentally did 10 push-ups per round, so I did 100 push-ups this morning. And I mean, they're a little elevated. This is not
And I
army
only
style
did
on the ground
60
push-ups.
myself.
Oh, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but
That's a lot.
I didn't go for a week, and it just 9 was too easy, so I did 10, and then I had to
Can they
keep doing
see it
10.
all? Can
Yes.
they see the cool truck?
But so
Oh, I
if
love
we're
the truck.
quivering, is what I'm trying to say. If we're quivering, it's because we already did push-ups today.
Anyway, but so fun. This would just
What's it say? The red one in the middle. What are the words?
Oh, here, hold on.
farmers
Mom.
market.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Turn it
whoa.
sideways.
Farmers market, locally grown vegetables and fruits.
That's cute.
It is
Very cute.
Yeah.
Farm and garden. This is also a small public service announcement that if you aspire to do more gardening and things like that, I highly recommend that you subscribe to Mother Earth News.
Oh.
It's a really fun magazine. Oh, look at Desiree whipping out her phone. I love
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say, and years ago, my husband and I subscribed to it, and now it's kind of fun. Phil Anna Rose's
Yeah, Phil
husband,
and I just started
founded,
subscribing to
and
it.
it's really cool because they live in the country now, and they're really enjoying the farm life.
Oh yeah,
and
we're gonna
country
till
living.
we're gonna till up the soil. I mean, I know my husband has done this before.
I'm already following.
They're already following. That's great. So, but Mother Earth News is actually super cool because we're a quilt shop in Kansas, but Mother News is sold throughout the world. But Mother Earth News is in Topeka, Kansas. Like that is really cool. So they actually have a festival every year that's Mother Earth News, and it just has lots of good stuff about things. And like their advertisement section is actually like probably the best advertisement selection I've ever looked at in a magazine because it really is all focused towards gardening, and there were like several different farms that did heirloom potatoes, and I genuinely spent time researching other potatoes, and I thought that was really great. Like it was the most useful ad section I've ever seen in a magazine.
And there's actually like hundreds of potato varieties. So
Yes,
and that's
Peru.
what's-
This is something we learned from Brandon and Kate, which reminds me I need to email someone else. But they went to Peru once because they do a lot of stuff in the yarn industry, and Peru is known for their dyes and their wools and all kinds of stuff. And when they went to Peru, they said one of the most inspiring things is that there's like over 400 varietals of potatoes in Peru. And so when you go to markets there, they just have baskets and baskets of the most interestingly colored potatoes, and they're delicious, and they're in every meal. But they have, the more colorful the vegetable, the more vitamins are in it. And, cool words like polyphenols that you might get to use on the New York Times puzzle. But moving along.
All right,
Mother
here's,
Earth News.
here's another cool one from the line. So these are like seed packets. Very fun as well.
This would be great garden aprons. Mary Jane is known
what I
for
was
her
thinking.
classic half apron, her little gardening apron
yes.
she wears.
You could make your ties out of this. You could do your binding
Oh,
in
this would be
little
great
check.
apron string ties.
This could be your pockets. I mean, you could do
Yeah.
it either way.
Ooh, now this is an interesting piece.
This is
I actually really like this.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have much color.
right. Well, this is seed packets, but kind of tone on tone. I think they're calling this color toast or milk.
Ooh. This reminds me of when you leave your seed packet in the window and it gets sun faded.
And this looks a little bit like
Not
Mother
that-
Earth News. Isn't there paper and stuff in their magazine kind of like this, right? Where it has kind of brown instead of black ink. No.
No, it's definitely
Maybe
the
they changed
standard
it.
magazine fare.
Oh, okay. It used to be more.
Earthy.
Yes, more earthy. Yes.
Oh,
what a good.
yeah.
But anyway, this looks like this could make great inside of a bag.
It just makes me want to go buy the other.
Backing. If you wanted to have low.
Did we get a second both of that? Oh no, that's the same.
it's
We have
on
this
white.
in blue, but this has white sashing.
Right. So same print, but
Very nice.
and then
Love
look
it.
at this tossed print.
Oh, that's
Corn
just
aplenty.
beautiful.
Just all kinds of great
Fall
harvest.
harvest.
Yes.
Here we go again with see, there's some really interesting watermelons in there.
Oh,
Interesting
and
shaped
beets.
stuff.
Yeah, carrots. Oh, the carrots look great.
She did
Cherry
a
tomatoes.
fantastic job, Kathy
Oh, here's
Holden.
another.
And Kathy Holden, the cool thing about Kathy, we were talking about making your own covered buttons, which if you haven't done that before, check out. There's YouTube videos on it. One day we'll make one. But Kathy Holden is the person who taught Mom and I how to make a covered button.
Oh yes, that was really.
Roberta
fun.
had told us for years that they were easy. Did we believe her? No. I'm so
Well,
sorry,
we just
Roberta.
hadn't tried it.
Right.
We didn't
were
believe her.
intimidated.
It just
We were
sometimes
int-
having the opportunity to make
Yeah.
makes a difference.
So if you are planning like a quilt retreat sometime with a group of friends, if you're looking for like a fun little whimsical activity, having a little covered button station is something that's very inexpensive and is very satisfying. But that's an easy thing that everyone could have that process of making without investing in a lot of other specialty things.
I'm just trying to make space so I can show them this other fun panel.
Make space.
So, I think I have to.
Oh yes, this is a good flour sack panel.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Let's see. I can get it untwisted.
I'm
But I
so
believe
glad
it's
Mom wanted you to
it's a
do this.
1 yard panel. I believe. Do you want to help grab that?
Yes. You want me to be useful.
But anyway,
That's cute.
but these would be fun to put in tea
Yes,
towels.
you're seeing here the full repeat from Mom and I's hands. So
Can they
there's
see the whole thing?
There's 8 sections, so the half yard piece of it is going to get you.
But these would be fun to do. You could put like waffle cloth on the back. You could just put another kind of fabric. They'd be really fun tea towels in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're just really nice.
Yeah.
This whole collection is beautiful. I don't know if we have any pre-cuts coming, but this collection
We do
is
have
called
some.
Farm and Garden, is the name of it from Kathy Holden.
And they do spell out the word "and," which is so interesting when you're trying to find things.
What is the fancy and sign called?
Ampersand? No.
Yeah.
Is it
I
ampersand?
think it's an ampersand.
But this
I
one's
can barely see it.
this one's also really cool.
Is it Latin?
It's, I don't know. Would you call this collagey kind of? Because
It's
so
definitely
full.
a collage.
What
Yeah,
do you think
I
of
would say
this?
it's not really tossed, but it's
Yeah, it's
an
a
all
collage.
over.
It's nested. It's a nested
But beautiful
collage.
colors.
there we go.
Now this itself would make just a great big apron. It
Well,
really
these would be fun grocery bags too, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they would just be just fun, and I love all the color.
Or a library bag. You know, we are getting into the season of, it is almost before the summer reading program, which they usually have those programs for adults and children now. So, you know.
Sure. Well, and this is, I think, one last one I'm going to show them. There could have been
Oh,
more,
recipe cards.
but this one's also kind of that toast multicolor. But these are handwritten recipes,
That's cute.
so that's kind of fun too. So I don't know if she dug through her stash and
I think she's she's similar to Tim Holtz in that she's inspired by actual items that she photographs and then she collects and nests them into how they're supposed
But
to
anyway,
be.
that's also kind of interesting. So lots of fun in here.
And if you admire the cursive, and if you happen to see, anytime you think of cursive and you think this next generation doesn't know what to do because no one teaches them cursive, we actually have a couple cursive books for kids to write with cursive again, because it is an art form and it uses a different part of your brain than when you're using or typing print. Fun fact.
Oh, and some people do put their favorite recipe sometimes as part of their quilt label in the back of a quilt. So in their own handwriting, and then we even have little recipe cards that you can use for
Oh, and our tea towel display.
over in our tea towel display. So if you wanted to handwrite some recipe, I still have a handwritten recipe for my grandma on making meringue for coconut cream pie. Anyway, it's just cool because it's in her handwriting, and she used to write me letters in beautiful cursive, and I have her, you know, yeah. So it's really fun, and then I sent it out to everyone in my family. But one of my goals is to get that on something with fabric so that everyone will be able to have
Which
it forever.
might even be the easiest if you sublimate it
Yes.
and then retrace it.
Yeah, I may be able to use one of the Brother sublimation fabric machines, and it'd be such a fun gift.
That's a great idea. Well, and your siblings would love that. Yeah, because
And it was delicious.
So before I show you these cuddle pieces, one of the last things is we actually have prizes for our birthday because, you know, a good birthday party usually has a party favor. But we are doing, for every $50 you spend, you get an entry in to win 2 Longarm gift certificates at $125, and we have a gift basket. So the gift basket isn't made, but it's on the flyer. So we'll be making a gift basket. So there'll be 3 winners
Hopefully
from our
before we
birthday
open,
weekend.
or soon.
Well, what time is it? We open in 6 minutes. I don't know if we could make a gift basket in 6 minutes.
Anyway,
We
we'll get
probably
it
could.
together so you can see what it's going to be before we get here.
Yeah, so our favorite color, Mom and I, is purple. And so we have lots of purple in our quilt shop because of
this
that.
one's
It's a
amethyst.
part of our thing. And yes, there's many shades of purple. So amethyst. This one is eggplant.
This is one of our favorites, but this is a cool new texture. Can they see the texture?
No, you have to get closer. There we go.
Yeah, so it is beautiful. So it can still be long arm quilted and it's still going to be beautiful. Or you can make it where it's a stitch and flip and you make a king size
Right.
blanket. You know, you could take 2 pieces of 90 inches, which would be 2.5 yards per fabric.
But all of these should be under our web category 90-inch cuddle, right?
Yes, which is also, so we actually have, this is the part where we have an even bigger discount. So we'll have to pay attention to our online orders because when you type in the word cupcake, it's only going to do 20% off. But if you get 2 or more yard cuts off of the 90-inch cuddle, it's 25% off. So we do have a whole selection of 90-inch cuddle, and we have some cool surprises on their way for that as well. So happy birthday to us. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for coming down and making Wellington not a fabric desert anymore, and opening up this business because, you know, we would not be here without them. And thank you to the people who rebuilt this building, you know, back in 1910, because the Woods Opera House burned down, and had those people not decided to rebuild,
We wouldn't be
we
here.
wouldn't be here physically. We just wouldn't be here. So we're just very grateful for all of that. So dream about vegetables. Come see us. Type in the word cupcake for 20% off, or come see us, and we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, enjoy your day.